Hi guys, welcome to Dakes Gaming. Today we are going to do a review on the new seasonal exotic, the Lorentz Driver. This is the first time Bungie has introduced a linear fusion rifle into the energy item slot, so this weapon has captured a lot of interest, especially with it becoming an overnight sensation in PvP due to its wallhack feature. Something, funnily enough, Bungie was looking to eliminate when they took away being able to wield swords in PvP without having the ammo for the sword. The weapon comes with the following perks: Arrowhead Break Barrel for greatly controlled recoil and increased handling speed, Enhanced Battery for an increased magazine size, EM Anomaly, which is the weapon trait, Precision Final Blows creates an implosion that pulls in nearby targets and damages them for an additional detonation, and finally Composite Stock for slightly increased stability and handling speed. I've been working tirelessly to get this exotic masterworked, as I was curious to its full potential, and I honestly have mixed feelings on it. Firstly, it is important to note that this weapon, while at the moment is extremely good in PvP, it is going to have a fall from grace most likely due to an incoming nerf on its wallhack feature, where Bungie are going to reduce or completely turn off its ability to track people in PvP. Secondly, PvE is where this weapon gets really interesting for good and bad reasons, so let's jump into the pros and cons. The main pro when you're using this weapon after masterworking it is that you gain a buff to how proccing its main intrinsic perk works. So where you'd normally have to get precision kills to activate the explosion, you won't need to. This is really good and deals a decent amount of damage to enemies, but also groups them up nicely for follow-up from a grenade or something else such as a super. Another pro is that you can use other weapons to track down enemies or combatants, so even though this weapon is not physically out, you can still track enemies or players without even using the weapon at all. This will enable the telemetry patterns to drop, which in turn procs the buff once you have 3 of them. In PvE, while the Lagrangian sight trait is absolutely amazing when you activate its 30-second duration buff, where you can kill enemies without dealing precision kills, it does have limitations to how practical it is. On the bright side, when Lagrangian sight is active, all enemies take critical damage, which is really good. For instance, when you are doing a strike with teammates and a target is highlighted, if your teammate kills that enemy, nothing will drop, so it can take a little while for it to start targeting another, but if you keep rinsing and repeating this and your teammates keep getting the final kills on those enemies, you'll never activate its ability, which is quite underwhelming in my opinion. Overall, the weapon itself is pretty good. It's an absolute beast in PvP at the moment, prior to Bungie nerfing its tracking features, and if you are watching this post-update, it will still be good, but nowhere near a meta when it comes to PvP, just because there are better exotics out there. In PvE, the weapon is decent, where getting those headshot kills can massively help with enemy control, can kill a lot of weaker enemies at an extremely quick pace, but if you have a big group and you're looking to activate its main ability from the masterwork, I can't really see this being good for anyone. If you kill theirs, or if they kill your targeted enemies, no one benefits, so in effect it would be counterproductive to have more than one person using this weapon in a fire team of 3 or more people at one given time. Overall, I'd give this weapon a 7 out of 10 pre-patch and a 6 out of 10 post-patch, purely down to the fact it won't be as good in PvP after the nerf. If you're thinking about masterworking this weapon, I'd recommend getting those PvP kills in ASAP, because if not, it's going to be nearly twice as hard once the nerf comes in, and that will make it far more difficult to get those kills. Utilize momentum control while you can, because the one hits on combatants really does help when trying to masterwork this weapon or any other weapon. I hope that this helps when prioritizing how much time you want to sink into masterworking this weapon. Personally, I wouldn't go out of your way to do this. Just let it happen naturally while you're playing through the current season and beyond. I'd be really interested to get your feedback on how you think the Lorentz performs, so please let me know in the comments your thoughts on the weapon, And thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.